Welcome to Primos for Life, the wrestling podcast made for the fans, by the fans. Como siempre, yo soy Eddie, el niño vaque. We got Ariel, the Ecuadorian dream bisueta, and we are your self-proclaimed, undisputed co-host tag team champions of the world. And in tonight's episode, we tap into the week of April 6th in wrestling, breaking down what stood out to us on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, while we show some love to AEW and AAA. And the Primos are locking in the official Wrestlemania picks. So, como siempre, sit back, grab a snack, and let's get it on now. What's going on, Primo? What's good?
Man, a whole lot of nothing, bro. Same old, same old. Just, getting ready for Mania. We're about 2 weeks out, or a week out now. Because we're taping this on Saturday the 11th. So I want to give everyone a quick heads up. We're taping this on the 11th. We're going to do a quick recap of Raw, SmackDown, and our Mania picks. I doubt things will change in the going home episodes, but give us a little bit of leeway because we're doing this the week before. Eddie will be heading to Mania, so that's why we're not going to be able to tape the normal time we do, but that's great because we're going to get better coverage and all the awesome stuff. So please stick with us, Primos and Primas. Thank you all very much. I'm sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
No, that was perfect. And actually, to add to that, anybody that will be in Vegas that week, I will be touching down this Wednesday, which I believe is the 15th, and I'm going to try to go to Monday Night Raw before I catch my flight out that Monday, and then I'm gonna catch the red eye on Tuesday. I'll be back Tuesday, but because it's gonna be like 4 o'clock.
Everyone loves the red eye until you ride it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, everyone loves the red eye until you ride it, and then you're like, oh, that was early and long, and 6 hours is not enough to sleep. But good luck. You got this. It's going to be fantastic. I know it is. Thank you for going out and representing us. Wish I could be out there with you, but unfortunately, there's a 5-year-old terrorist in my house who needs me to be around sometimes. So
I get it. Yeah. We are the official sponsor for Cha Cha Charlie. So that is our way into WrestleCon. So the Primos will be there, basically letting people know about our podcast and what we offer and all these things. We're going to be shooting content, all these fun stuff. We have little giveaways. It's going to be amazing. We'll be there that Thursday and that Friday. And then the rest is just independent shows. And then hopefully find our way to Mania. We'll see,
Yeah, fingers crossed. You never know. I mean, hey, people are scalping tickets. People are selling low price right before because they realize all of a sudden they can't go. There was one, was WrestleMania. I want to say it was like 20. Mm-hmm. I was working at the ESPN Zone, and my boys, who I was living with, his girlfriend, who stayed with us, a bunch of times because they were together, had a 2-top that day, and she had a Sunday lunch, and she texted me and she's like, "Hey, do you want to go to Mania?" And it was in the Garden, and I'm like, "Of course I want to go to Mania, but why would you ask me?" She goes, "I have 2 guys at my table who just tipped me with tickets because they have to leave." And I was like, "Oh," and she goes, "And of course I thought of you." I was like, I love you. So there's an opportunity to get there. You never know. Stuff happens. I got to go to Mania free because these guys couldn't make their tickets. So good luck, Primo. Good luck.
Appreciate it. But let's just jump in because we had an amazing week in wrestling. Want to do a couple of honorable mentions. Let's go into the AEW. Chris Jericho gets challenged by Ricochet and brings back the list of Jericho. And here's the thing that I wanted to touch on really quickly.
All right.
Genuine pop for me because I love the list of Jericho. That was one of my favorite things that he ever done as a character, especially when I just moved to Tampa and he was like, "You know what, Tampa Bay, you got these crappy teams. You know what? You just made the list." And I genuinely was in the arena like, yeah, I like with my buddy Edgar, we made the list. So genuine pop, but really sad that the crowd didn't seem to be like excited about the list. So I don't know where it's going to go, but I wanted to point that out there. Primos, Primas, let us know. Did I mishear that? Or do you guys think that it didn't go as well as it should have?
I mean, as far as I can think, the list might be a little old for some of the viewers that are watching AEW and stuff like that. So they might have missed a little spot there. And, depending on if you're a Jericho fan or not, how much you appreciated the list. I thought the list was entertaining, but I got tired of it kind of relatively early. So I could kind of see, because when I saw that he returned, because don't watch Dynamite, but I will watch the recaps and stuff like that. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this is back. And I had the same thing. I was like, cool, but no. So
Yeah.
it's truly a, if you were down with it, cool. If not, then which it
Yeah.
seems like the crowd was 50-50 there.
Yeah. And then going into AAA, finally, we get the official challenge between OG Americano and Kaiser Americano. Máscara contra máscara. Yes,
Ooh.
it finally happened. And that's why if you saw on the Instagram, I posted, that level of booking that Undertaker is doing
Mhm.
feels like Stone Cold and The Rock because
Yep.
he is doing such a fantastic job with this story. And I can't wait to see who is the one that's going to lose that match, man, because that's wild.
I mean, it seems like because when Hunter and HBK were in charge of NXT in the beginning, amazing.
Yeah.
Taker is doing amazing with the blah. So of course the guys who've been there and have been the long time guys and know the business and were at the top of the business for so long are doing a great job doing so.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm props to Taker because to your point, it seems much bigger than it is considering you're using two guys who aren't normally in AAA. So to
Yeah.
have that fan base behind it, great. But that's why I wonder what's going on with Triple H sometimes. And I'm like, is TKO ringing the bell here? Because this should be a lot better than some things are. But
Yeah.
don't want to take away from AAA. Way to go. Love the Latino Wrestling Federation and the fact that it's killing it and putting out dope product and the Takers respecting it. Like, I love that. I love it.
Yeah. And then also a great match between Penta and Vikingo. We said this off camera, but I just wanted to kind of bring it back up. Like, I don't know what it is about Vikingo. And like, I know the people don't like him, but it's crazy to me. Like, I guess the part that I feel uncomfortable about is like, it's always like when there's an acquisition, you kind of push like your talent on a new product. And it's like, I feel like we see that with the Wyatt Six and with the Americanos and then this and that. And, Lola Vice and a lot of NXT people go there too, Chelsea Green, da 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 da.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh, but like, stop, guys, because although the shows have been amazing, like this is still a Mexicano product. Like, don't mess with it.
You're losing the originality of the product. Like, it's fine to bring in a couple of people every now and then, but it does seem like it's being overdone. In the beginning, it seemed like it was fine because you started bringing over a lot of the Latino talent. You had the Garzas go over and stuff like that, and so it seemed like okay, natural. But as you start bringing in Chelsea Green and Ethan Page and things like this, you do kind of feel like it's watering down. You're not seeing the iguanas, the psycho clowns, the people who, made this come to a point that WWE wanted to be involved with it.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Like I hope either they extend the show or they start to minimize some of the talent they're bringing in and stick to what works. But unfortunately, Taker being a WWE guy and it now being theoretically kind of a minor league system, kind of NXT, kind of TN,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I agree with you. I wish they would just stick with the formula that got them there.
Yeah, man. Exactly. All right, but let's just jump in to Monday Night Raw, straight out of Houston. A lot of buenos, a couple of no buenos. Let's just jump into the no buenos. Not crazy about the Vision, Speed, and La Noche Uso setup match. I feel like that was filler. It was just unnecessary. I could live without this match. It should be something else or someone else, but I get it. They're all are top stables and top teams, and we're really trying to give LA Knight to do something. So I get that they had to do something, but I'm just like, okay, whatever. So that's a no bueno for me. Thoughts?
I agree with you. I was very bored during the segment. I was like, okay, we know what it's going to be. It's going to be a 3-on-3. They're going to talk Speed into it somehow. Great, fine. The only thing that I enjoyed was watching Speed leap over. I think it was La Noche. I was like, okay, cool. Like that's fun. But other than that, yeah, it was to your point where we know what it's supposed to be. Let's just get there. A lot of the other matches had been set for a while, and everything else was just kind of carrying the story along. We knew this was going to happen. Let's get to it so we can get past it.
Exactly. And then the other no bueno item there, I really do hope that Liv and Roxanne are okay after their heads collided in that segment, because I went back and rewatched it, and if you listen closely, you hear the dunk, and I was just like, And then obviously you see the pictures of Liv with the big chichong on her forehead.
They
Pero,
gotta take like a 50-cent piece and push that back in old school style. Like, hang
yeah,
on,
back
you
in the
gotta
day it was
bump the
quarters, right?
dame una peseta, algo así, and then they push it right in your forehead. Your parents would just mush it. Oh yeah, because if you put the bump down, it won't show up. Bullshit, it will still be there. Don't push a quarter on my face for 5 minutes. It hurt. Stop. But no,
If you know, you know.
if you know, you know, and our primos know, and primas know. So it was, but no, I did the same thing you did because I saw the pick. I saw the first time, and then I'm like, let me go back. And the first time I listened to it again, and I heard the thump, and I was like, holy shit, man, that did not sound good because it looked kind of bad. And then I saw the pick, and then I'm like, let me watch it a third time, and then I was like, yeah, that thump is even louder now. Like that, the timing on that was just terrible with where Liv's head, and it looked like Roxanne was trying to get an arm up, and
Yeah.
she was just a little too slow, or Stephanie came in first. I don't know who's to blame. No one's to blame. It was just an awkward shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was woof. Yeesh.
See, rough. It was rough. And then the last thing on the No Bueno for Monday Night Raw, contract signing for a non-title match. I mean, I found it weird only because, like, I get it. The build has been fantastic to this. We've been giving it props every single week for Oba and Brock, but it just didn't. I mean, I understood why they did it because you had to do like the pull away segment with the security and all that stuff. But I was like, since when do we do contract signing for non-title matches? Like
Right.
that just felt like it took me out of the moment. So thoughts, or am I overthinking it?
So you had to get a segment with Oba and Brock in, obviously, because that's such a huge draw right now. It's such a big match. To your point, we've been talking about it. People are waiting for it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Hopefully. I think you might be overthinking it in the sense that they're trying to sell it as such a big match that they need to have a contract signed. It's such a big match, and it's not a championship match, but we're talking about two studs here. So let's have a contract signing because this is a way to get them both out there, give it that big match feel, which it deserves because this is going to be a very important match in terms of how it goes and how they treat Oba and how Brock is moving along with the company and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think kind of overthinking it on your point because I think they did it to make it feel like a bigger match, to give it, to elevate it, to be like, no, this is really, really important, so much so that we're even going to have a contract signed.
Okay. All right. Well, nice 180 on that one. I appreciate that. Okay. And then the Buenos, obviously, Punk promo. We don't need to jump into the details. I mean, the guy is good. The only thing that really stood out to me, though, is like calling out the ticket pricing thing because I feel like it was a real, like, it was pre-planned in my mind. Like, I feel like, Punk, you're going to go out here and say that and pretend you're like the Robin Hood for the people. And then we're going to lower prices for the week so we can get more ticket sales. And then we'll probably, skyrocket them back up after
Jack them
Mania or
back
whatever.
up.
Right, exactly. So I'm just like, yes, no, but I mean, overall, awesome promo. I mean, he's great. So
Yeah, I mean, the calling out McAfee, Reigns, like it felt like a mini pipe bomb. But to your point, they told him what to go out. He probably went off script with a couple things, and when they said talk about this,
yeah,
and then he was probably like said a couple things like, oh, okay, but it still had to do with the umbrella in which they had it under, which I think is where the TKO thing falls. I think he truly was being like, they were like, hey, if you want to mention it, kind of mention it because Hunter doesn't like it. Nobody's happy with it. Like nobody is. So any chance they get to dig at them, I think is something they want to do. I've been seeing it a lot lately because like I watch Colbert on HBO, and when his company got bought, he's like, I hate the new company, so he'll dig every episode at him, stuff like that. So I think this is what it is. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm coming at you, like, and I'm digging at you, but you can't really do anything because you need us, like, so.
Yeah. Good call. And then looking forward to the Dominic Finn like build up. This has been good. I like the way it's been panning out. I like that it's already out there. It's the demon that's coming back.
I called that shit weeks ago.
You did.
Weeks ago, I called that shit. Like,
so very happy with it.
It's better than having it be a surprise because I think people would have expected it. So to give people the opportunity to expect it and to anticipate it, I think adds to the mystique and everything of the match. So yes, definitely looking forward to that as well, especially because up until recently, up until Dom lost the IC, he's been great. I mean, he didn't wrestle for a little bit. He was injured, whatever, but he's been solid in all aspects, in ring, mic, like all of it. So yeah, this is going to be great. I love Finn Balor, and I want more for him. So it's going to be fantastic. It should be really, really great. And let's go Demon.
Yes. And great setup and segment rather between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. I liked it simply because it was more of like a enough is enough, like stop talking to me like I'm nothing.
Mhm.
And AJ Lee like stood up to a bully, and
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it.
No,
Thoughts?
yeah, no, great in terms of like I've been letting you talk shit for a while,
Mhm.
and I've been just kind of cool about it, but I'm done.
Yeah,
Like I'm done letting you do it. So here's what it is, and I love the fact that they did it in a sit down forum. There was
yeah,
no fighting. It was like I'm gonna do this as calmly as I can. Like,
yeah,
hey, I'm your favorite wrestler, and I'm your daughter's favorite wrestler.
yeah,
Like shit, like that
yeah,
was like that shit was dope. So I appreciated the way they did it, and especially I think because AJ Lee is someone who has some disorder of some kind, or not manic depressive. I forget what it is,
yeah,
but so she's talked about it. So I think it's a good way of her showing that you can be calm in situations like this, and
yeah.
I think it's also part of a bigger picture, which is really nice. So dug it. I agree with you. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, yeah, super good, super good. And then next on the bueno list, and this I actually really like because I think I know where it's heading. Love the favor setup with Paul Heyman and Gunther
Mhm.
because it did answer some questions. Like we're like, okay, so what's in it for him? Why all of a sudden is he going for Rollins? Because even Rollins was like, this is not personal, but you
Mhm.
made it personal for me. Da 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 da. And then when after Gunther's done, attacking him and whatnot, and he's in the back with Paul Heyman's like, not that we don't have an arrangement that I know of, but
But
thank you. And he's like, no, you're gonna owe me more than a big thank you. So
mhm.
be ready for that. And then he
Yeah.
like dips. But I think I know what it is. I think SummerSlam, he's gonna ask Paul Heyman to set up the match between him and Brock Lesnar to retire him. I think that's what it is.
Ooh, a retirement match.
A retirement request. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't even think of that because I
Yeah.
was wondering where they were going to go. Because to your point, when Rollins came out, he was like, the only thing I can think of is they made a deal.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing I can think of. And then Gunther came out, jacked him up, full nine. So when he goes in the back and Heyman's like, don't know why you did it. I owe you a big thank you. And I'm like, okay. And then Gunther said a couple times, he was like, hey, I made it personal with Seth. This is personal for me. So, and then he shook his hand. He's like, and you owe me much more than a thank you. And I was like, okay, where can they go? I didn't put that there. I was thinking, how can he work himself into a championship match? And I'm like, but Heyman has no connections to that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure it out. That's a great call by you. We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then you called it Primo. Someone else got added to the ladders match. So after Penta Javon and Dragon Lee gets the win over the Americanos, it is announced that Rey Mysterio has been added to the ladder match. Good call.
I mean, they never do a 5-pack ladder match. It's always going to be 6.
Right.
So it's always 6. It's always 6. Like so, you have to do it. I was just surprised that it was Ray.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that they did it the way they did it. They brought him out and it was a celebration of the 4th person. I was like, okay, fine. The one
Yeah.
thing I did take away from this, once again, I understand Rey Mysterio. Penta, he
Yeah.
wants to put over, and being there in this match. Wish it was someone else because it's a spot that someone else could have taken, but
Mhm.
fine. I get it. I just liked it because when I looked at the field, I was like, Penta should retain.
Oh, yeah.
So I was good with it because I'm like, Ray's not coming back and winning this. He's not. So he should still retain. But fine, Ray, great, cool. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
I was right. 6.
yeah, that was the only bueno about it. You were right. So I was like, I just wanted to point that out. You were right. So good job.
Yeah. 2 for 2, Demon and that. All right.
Yeah, yeah. And then the last thing on the buenos list, and we can move on to SmackDown, is it was nice seeing BFAB and Beechin in action on Monday Night Raw. They actually look good on the Raw brand. I wish, we go back to a draft or, like a transfer window, and it'd be nice to have them come to Raw. I
Right.
like the way they look there. So,
I
thoughts?
mean, Raw seems to be firing on harder cylinders than SmackDown is now. So I think the writing is it definitely seems to be a little bit better as of right now. So I think that's why I came along with it. They're both, I mean, Michin is great in the ring. She's
Yeah,
extremely talented, always been. BFAB, I haven't really seen too much of, but she's holding her own perfectly fine, I think, which is why it's great to put her with someone like Michin who knows how to do these things, similar to Dragon Lee, AJ Styles. When you pair a young buck with someone who's been there, learn the ropes a little bit. So
yeah.
yeah, this was great. Michin for life. Come on.
Come on. All right, man. Let's jump into SmackDown. Now, SmackDown I wasn't really too crazy about because to your verbiage, it was very formulaic. So I really didn't pay attention to it. There was only 2 standout moments that, like jumped at me when I was watching.
Okay.
First one, the Pat McAfee segment. And here's why I'm like mad about it, because it worked. Because I was watching and I hated him so much that when Cody came out, I was like, yeah, dude, knock this dude out, do something. But I was like, darn it, they got me. They got me back on Cody's side, and now I'm rooting for Cody. I want superhero Cody to take this dude out because he's annoying me and with everything that he's saying. But they tricked me. Whatever they're doing, it worked, and I was like, darn it, they got me. Thoughts?
No, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Especially with what happened last week, because from everything that we read and, that's out there on the internet and everything, a lot of the superstars in the back were annoyed with what McAfee said. It seemed like he went off script a little bit. And so I think to do this brought a lot of people like you and I who have been into wrestling for so long, like we were annoyed with it too. Like, fuck you, man. Like, not cool, dude. Like, not cool. So I think they nailed it perfectly. And this is, as bad as that may have seemed and not gone over well with people, it actually set up for a much bigger comeback because now they've got people vested, such as this situation here.
Yeah. And then the other thing that really stood out to me is Danhausen's win over Kit Wilson with the "You Are Cursed" with the pyro malfunction. First of all, he looked good in the ring, and I love how, because I it's funny because I told my wife, I was like, I know, I get it. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know nobody's cursed. I know this is all like, but I'm like, but I love that I just enjoy it. All right. It's just like I love the mystical, the whimsical part of it. So
It's
I was very
fun.
happy with it.
It's fun because, I mean, to the point of, when we speak to people, especially who aren't into wrestling, it's fake, it's this and that. Like, no, we understand it's written,
Right.
it's predetermined, we get it. Like the bumps are real. So when you have these moments where you can truly just sit back and enjoy them, they're fun and they're fantastic, and they make you appreciate everything so much more. And that's what Danhausen, Truth, part of these, guys who are not only great in the ring but quite comedic outside of it,
Yeah.
add to this. So yes, loved it.
Very happy. And then, like I said, the rest of the episode, formulaic, not really crazy about it, but who cares, because we are walking into the week of WrestleMania. I have the two cards as the way it was announced with the official graphics right in front of me. Let's jump
my notebook's on the floor.
in.
Give me a second.
Okay, they're all good, all good. Yeah, so we're gonna start with night one of WrestleMania, and I'm gonna start with the first hour that's free on ESPN.
On ESPN, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So first match we got the 6-man tag that nobody cares about. We got the Usos and La Noche versus the Vision and I Show Speed. To be honest with you, logically speaking, because it's not a tag match, the Usos and La Noche are going to win because nothing is really at stake. But what would be fun is the Vision winning and Speed actually, for some weird reason, actually joins forces with them. And like, that's the turn, that's the surprise. Like, haha, you thought I was this innocent, like, YouTuber that didn't want to be here. Well, guess what? This was the plan the whole time. And now I'm going to be on WWE television for the next 6 months. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it. All right. So logical Usos and fun Vision. All right.
Yes.
I'm gonna disagree with you on logical, but go with fun. I'm going Vision both sides here. I'm going. They just won the belts. You're gonna want to do something with Speed. Somehow he's gonna come out like he was knocked out, and they ended up rolling him on top of somebody and to get the pin, and now they're even madder, and like it's a whole thing. So I'm gonna go Vision because I think with no Breaker, with no Bronson, you put the belts on them. You want to try and elevate them a little bit. You want to try and do something with them because they're now the Vision. You had the Vision that was this very prominent group and was very important. It was dominant. And Seth was looking for the belt, and Braun was the next coming. And now it's watered down to these two. So I think you want to try and elevate that a little bit more. So I'm going Vision on both.
Yeah, good call, man. I mean, especially going into the new season of wrestling when after post-Mania season, so it does make sense. Yeah. Okay. I like it. Not mad at it.
No,
all right.
Logical. So
Yeah. All right. So let's jump into the next match. We got McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Go ahead, brother. What are you thinking?
Man. My logical is Drew, unfortunately, because he's just for some reason he always seems to win. And what's the stipulation here? This is
unsanctioned match.
Unsanctioned. So that's why I'm thinking Drew is going to pull something out crazy. Fatu should get the win here because you do want to start pushing it. But I also feel like you can't have too many faces or expected wins happen in both nights. So I figure you got to kind of turn the card somewhere. This feud just started. This is the first match of the feud. So you can build this for another 2 PLEs. So I'm going to give round 1 to Drew, but the fun is Jacob because I feel like he should get the win. Drew is the kind of guy who will give somebody the chance to get over. I don't doubt that. He seems like a great company guy. That's why they love him so much. But I think in this point, it's Drew, Fatu Fun.
Interesting. Because for me, I'm going Fatu both ways, simply because you're right. This gives them the ability to work this into Backlash and any other PLEs that's coming down the road. But then also, you got to remember, McIntyre is the type of guy that can't let go after the first round. So he has to be the one to initiate, like, you know what, like, we're going to do it this way at Backlash. And then, we're going to do the final version of this, 3 stages of hell or Hell in a Cell in Paris or Germany or wherever, or Italy. Italy's the next one they're going to go to after that. So, yeah, something like that.
All right. I mean, once again, it's a tough one to call because you can go either way because it is match number 1. So this truly is a coin flip. But yes, an unsanctioned match should be fun because, especially with the fact that McIntyre keeps bringing up Fatu's time in prison and shit like that. So we'll see.
Yeah, facts. All right. And then the next one, we get the women's tag team match, Fatal 4-Way. We got the best friends, we call them, right? Bliss and Charlotte. We get the Irresistible Forces, who are the champions. We got Bailey, Lyra, and we get the Bella Twins. I think the Irresistible Forces retain. Yeah, I don't see. I mean, the fun pick would be Bailey and Lyra simply because Bailey didn't have a moment last year. So therefore, to give her the moment at Mania. But then again, it might not make sense because Lyra had that moment last year with Becky before she turned on her on Monday. So it's like, it's either, I think the bougie bullies, how I like to call them, retain. And I think the fun pick probably, unfortunately, would be the Bellas because everybody would hate it.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I agree with you that the champions retain here. I feel like this is just Bliss and Charlotte have already had the belts. They're fine with it. This is a chance for you to build with Bailey and Lyra. You can build towards another match with them. Maybe they get screwed out of the win somehow, or something like that. And I think the Bellas are truly just kind of the toss-in. So I'm going to go with the Forces and fun pick. I think it would be Bailey and Lyra, just because so that Bailey gets her moment, especially because I feel like you've been pushing them kind of a little bit recently. So maybe something fun could happen, but
yeah,
I think it's the Forces retain.
All right. I like it, man. Let's keep the ball rolling. Next match, we get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship. Go ahead, brother. What are you thinking?
I think AJ retains because I think you put the belt on her only a month ago, pull it off her so quick, rough. If it was a non-title match, I'd go Becky. But because the belt's on the line and I don't know how much you want to be hopping belts around, I'm going to go AJ. And I think this gives Becky a chance to maybe after the match just completely turn and beat the hell out of Lynch or AJ, and now you can start another one or just be done with it and move on. And maybe Becky takes a little time off or what have you. But I'm going to go AJ, and I think the fun is AJ. I think she needs to run with this for a little bit. I think it's her belt now, and you have to give her the time.
Oh, man, I hate to say it, but I'm going Becky both ways simply because the last 3 meetings, she's lost 3 in a row. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't have her keep losing, and she's a heel, so she's going to have to cheat some way to get the belt, how she's gotten it before. And then the fun is because of that. I mean, like, you want to make sure, like, the problem that I have in certain situations, kind of like Sami Zayn, Mello situation. It's like you pull off the belt of somebody who's actually formidable and really good at what they're doing simply because their t-shirt is selling a little bit more, or you wanted to fit them in the picture for Mania or etc. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it doesn't make sense that the person that's been out of the game for over 10 years is going to get, one over on the person that's been doing this whole time. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it doesn't make sense to me. That's why I say lynch both ways, fun and logical, because it would be fun for me and it's just logical. Just logical.
No, I mean, to your point, I didn't even realize she'd lost like 3 in a row. So yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, who knows? Yeah, good point.
Yeah. All right. And then the next one we get Gunther versus Seth freaking Rollins, just cause, So
Mhm.
this one's you, right?
No, this one's you. I went first last.
Okay, all good. Obviously, I mean Gunther all day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, Gunther is the fun pick, and Gunther is the logical pick because, logically speaking, Rollins just came off of an injury, so it's like maybe he'll show signs of it during the match, and like he thinks he's 100%, but he's not 100%. But
Right.
um, I just think it wouldn't make sense for me for Rollins to be the one to get the win over Gunther just because he's the quote unquote bigger name or bigger star or
Mhm.
whatever the case is, because he's been out. Gunther's been on a rampage, whether it's retiring people or just ripping masks off or just embarrassing people. Yeah,
Mhm.
why take that away from him? So I'm going Gunther both ways.
Great. You literally took the words out of my mouth on everything there. Gunther's retired people. He's done this, and like you, it's tough to do this. I mean, I understand Rollins is your guy. I
Right.
get that, but this also would set up for a longer feud and something you could build for when Gunther has to call in the favor or what have you. But yes, I'm going to go Gunther logical, because to your point, he's been on a rampage. I don't think it's the move to have him lose to a newly returning Seth Rollins. You're taking heat away from him. Rollins can take this loss and not be affected too badly, depending on the ending.
Uh-huh.
Gunther can't. You don't want to start doing damage to someone who you've been spending a lot of time building up, that he's retired 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
So I'm going Gunther logical, and then Seth for fun, just because I don't like Gunther. So, and I don't like Seth, but I like Gunther less.
All right, moving on. We got the women.
Actually, if the stadium fell into the earth, I wouldn't mind if it happened during this match. Save the people, just the ring.
Wow, just the ring.
Just the ring, just the ring.
All right, moving on. We got the Women's World Championship match between Stephanie Baker and Liv Morgan. Primo, what are your thoughts on this one?
Man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be real good. Going Liv. I'm going Liv. I'm going. She's done enough. She missed her time. She's hot right now. You can, depending on what you're doing with Judgment Day, it's good to have a belt there that belongs to the company, because right now Dom has AAA and there's nothing else there. So to have a company belt there, I think her showing she's now the queen since Finn is gone, like it's now her in charge. So I'm gonna go Liv there, and fun Liv. I think because and I love Stephanie Marquette, I do, but I also think she's had the belt for months now. Time to kind of freshen it up a little bit. Expect a hellacious match. Wouldn't mind seeing Marquette win, but my picks are Morgan.
Okay. I think the opposite. I think Vaquer retains.
Ooh.
And I feel like the reason why that's the logical pick is because you're not going to have 2 new women's champion. And the bigger star here in the other match is Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley is going to be the one to win that match. So therefore, this one has to stay the same.
Okay.
So I think it'll be a situation where Judgment Day does come out, like Roxanne or Raquel come to help, but they overhelp and cost her the match, causing friction between them. They'll figure it out, and then by then, one of them will be a contender for the championship and take it off of Stephanie later on. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. So who's your fun pick then?
Liv. I mean,
Liv,
to your
all right.
point, I mean, it would be nice to see that storyline, kind of like the rebuilding phase of this new Judgment Day 3.0, have her be the queen bee, and then have everybody else go after like the women's tag and other championship belts. So that way they could kind of like run the show again. But yeah, but that's just the fun.
Okay. All right. All right. Got it. I mean, this is better than most, because normally you and I are very, very on the same side.
Yeah.
We got some differences already, so this is good. This is good.
Yeah. Well, because I'm tired of like trying to be right. I want to enjoy whatever outcome happens. You know what I mean? That's it.
You don't want to overthink. Sometimes
Yeah.
overthinking will kick you in the ass. So yeah.
Exactly. All right, and then we get the final main event of the night. We have the undisputed WWE Championship match between Codith Raheem Rhodes and Randall Kennedy. What is it?
I go Kenneth, but I don't
Kenneth?
know. I
Kendall?
say Kenneth.
Kenneth Orton.
No, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
Kareem, if you really want. Who cares?
And with Pat McAfee by his side, this is you, man. What do you think?
This is me. I'm going with a new undisputed champion. I'm going with Kareem. I think it's time. I think McAfee, of course, gets involved. I think it's a good way to keep this feud going, and you can keep him and Cody red hot at each other. You can get time out of this feud. It's match 1. You can do it. I think having Randy win 15 at Mania is something that needs to occur. So I'm going to go Randy and fun Randy, just because let's switch it up. Let's do it. Like, I mean, Cody had it for a while, lost it to Drew because I think they felt the lull and stuff. So I figured a change was happening, but coming back to Mania, you still got to get your draw in. So I think here they give Randy 15 and awesome. I love it. So I'm going Kareem on both.
Yeah, man, good picks. I guess I would go logical Randy because I think something that Pat McAfee said this week. He goes, "Well, if Randy doesn't win, I'll leave the WWE. You'll never see me again." And I don't think that's gonna happen because as much as people love it or hate him, like he's still inflicting feelings, and therefore they're gonna keep him around. So I think Randy wins. But I think there's like gonna be some type of swerve or surprise, maybe a double turn. Like Cody goes heel and Randy goes good, which kind of wouldn't make sense because the way that they've been building this.
Tough to do with the build you have.
Right. But the fun pick would be Cody, just because, the switch did work. And now I'm rooting for Cody because now I'm like, yeah, like be the poster boy of WWE, like prove them wrong that you're not the leader of a crappy version of WWE. You know what I mean? So yeah. So logical Randy, fun pick Cody.
All right. Great. All right. Night 1 in the books.
Let's go.
Let's see. I think we agree logically. We agree on. It looks like 3 of 8 matches.
Wow, that's good.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. One of us is going to be really happy. The other's going to be quite annoyed with Saturday, at least.
Yeah. I don't care, man. I'm going to be there. I'm going to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter.
I won't even know until the next day. Wait, who won?
Exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly. It's like, I recall that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. And then let's jump into night 2. All right, let's just jump into this blockbuster of a match that we've been waiting for. Lesnar, Obafemi. You want me to kick this one off or you want to go?
No, it's yours because I just went on the last one, so you're up.
Dale, boy. Okay. So fun pick, Obafemi. Logical pick. For some reason, my gut is telling me Brock Lesnar. It's like it'll be his last Mania. He's still a monster. And even though Femi has been tossing him around like nothing, that final confrontation that they had, there's like a fire in Lesnar. And they like him. You know what I mean? Like, they protect him. So it's like, I just have that gut feeling, man. Like, I don't want it. I want to be wrong. Like, I want to go Oba both on both of these choices, but logical is Lesnar. And maybe they run it back at SummerSlam and Ova puts the nail in the coffin then. But I think you build the feud,
I agree with you on the way they protect Lesnar, on how they just kiss his ass all the time when he comes back. Beating Kofi in 3 minutes to get a championship. It's like second match back or whatever that one year. Like, so I agree with that. But I think it's kind of a changing of the tides kind of thing, even though Hunter is a Lesnar guy. So I'm going Oba both ways because, as I said when we spoke about this last time, if Oba doesn't win, I think this whole push thing loses steam, and it's annoying. Like, and it's funny because TJ, who we had an interview with, commented on something. He's like, "Trust the process," and I'm like, "No, I get it, especially because he wrestles and he's a wrestler, so I understand that." But I think Oba loses face here. There's a chance for you to push this guy who you're going to make. You put him against Cody Rhodes in Saturday Night's Main Event when you were pushing the young kids and you had 4 matches. You picked 4 people to bring from NXT. He was the one you used. So he's got to be the guy. So I'm going based on the fact that I'm just hoping on hope. It's Oba and they stop the Lesnar fucking ass-kissing contest. So I'm going Oba both ways.
Yeah, I love how passionate you were about that answer. You almost convinced me that I was wrong. But
listen, I trust me, I want you to be wrong so bad, but I, like you, have the fear that it's going to happen. I'm just talking myself into picking Oba because I'm like, you can't keep doing it.
Yeah.
At some point, you can't keep doing it, kissing this guy's ass. Yeah. You can't. So I'm hoping Saturday or Sunday's the day.
Okay. I like it, man. All right. So let's jump into this 6-pack ladder match. And I went first, so go ahead, buddy. What are you thinking?
Penta, logical. I think logical and fun. Fuck it.
Oh,
because if he loses it, it's not fun because he's had the belt for like a month and a half. And to the point that I said earlier in this show, looking at the 5 other people, no one there has had a significant enough push that it deems them getting this belt. The only person I might say could is Javon Evans, maybe, but I think it's too early. So you brought Penta in. You've used him well. He was huge on the first episode of Netflix. You know, I did watch The Untold where they're like, no, he moves the needle. Like, so to give it to him a month and a half ago, pull it from him now against someone who doesn't really deserve it. I mean, because it's him, it's Ray, doesn't deserve it. Javon doesn't deserve it yet, too young. Rusev has been silent, done nothing, just got destroyed by Oba. JD, no thank you. And Dragon Lee, yeah, nah. So I'm going Penta and fun, still Penta, because if he loses, then nothing is fun about this at all.
Wow. Okay. Moving on. No. Let's go. Logical for me, Penta, right? Because you're right. Penta's the guy, he moves the needle, et cetera, et cetera. I agree with you in that regards. But the fun pick is Javon Evans, man, because the story that I just created in my head as you were explaining yours, it's like, think about it. One of the other luchadors screws Penta. You know, like he's about to get it and cost him the match. You know what I mean? And now you start a feud. He had to get his lick back from either Ray or Dragon Lee. They have like a feud. And then once he's done with that, he comes back for Javon on a 1-on-1 situation. And then Penta gets it again, becoming a 2-time champion. And that's what you want for Penta. You want to build them up. You don't want to just be like, oh, because this long reigning stuff, that's over. We're done with that. And nobody is not, it's okay for somebody not to be champion for more than 2 months now. You know what I mean? So,
well, I wouldn't say it's okay. I'm saying they're okay doing it.
Right.
It's not okay.
That part.
They're okay doing it. There's a difference. It's
They've
not
let
okay.
go of that. Yeah.
Exactly. They let go of that. So I get what you're saying, but I think if you take Penta out and then you put him in a feud with Dragon Lee or someone else who screwed him, he's not going to have that hype to get behind the IC belt again, and you lose the steam that you built. So that's my only flaw with your plan. But I like Javon would be fun, but I just am such a Penta guy, and I think it doesn't make sense. And I'm digging my heels in the ground here because I just think it doesn't make sense. It's just one of those things like, no, to the Obafemi point, no, it doesn't make sense. Like he needs to win.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next one. We got Dominic Mysterio contra Finn Balor.
This is you.
All right, man. I mean, fun is Finn all day. But I mean, Dominic, man, you know what? I don't know, dude. I don't know because I want Dominic to win. But I think there's just too much going on behind this demon push. And it hasn't even been like a real push. It's just like a glimpse. They have to do something incredible with this or else it would be a waste. So I'm thinking Finn both ways. I kind of talked myself out of it. Yep. Finn both ways.
All right. Yeah. You can't bring back the demon and have him take the L.
Yeah.
Unless you screw him really hard, which means you need JD, Liv, Raquel, Roxanne. You need everybody. Like, unless you screw him really hard, you've killed the demon character.
And oh my gosh, you said something. You said if he gets screwed really hard. Wait a minute. Remember how Liv Morgan was like, Roxanne, remember, Finn was the one that brought you in, so are you still down with us or what? What if Roxanne is the one that messes
Oh.
Liv up later, like that? You know what I mean? Like, and now he has the support. He has the support for night 2. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
she'll mess
yeah.
up something on night 1, and then she'll
Right.
help
For
night
Liv
2.
getting the belt, and then she'll end up screwing her again. Screwing.
That's good.
See, so that's why I'm going Balor. Because yeah, it's, to the point of you can't bring the demon back just to kill him.
Yeah.
You can't. You
Yeah.
can't. If this was the grudge match of a set, sure, but I don't think so. So Balor's logical, and I think Dom is the fun one. I think if they come out and just destroy the demon, and now he has to come back extra hard, that's fun. Like I said, if you bring out all the forces that it takes to put this guy down, if Dom beats him 1-on-1, but if everyone comes out and chair shot or this and that or whatever, then yeah, that kind of makes sense. So
Yeah.
Dom fun, but Balor, or rather Demon, for the dub.
Okay. All right, man. I like it. Okay, we got 3 more matches on the card.
All right.
This one doesn't require any explanation. I think we're both going to see eye to eye on this one, so we could just move past it really quickly. Sami Zayn, Trick Williams, U.S. Championship belt. Obviously, I'm pretty sure I'm speaking for both of us. Williams, both fun and logical. Forget Sami Zayn. If they really pay attention to the fans, they know that every week that Sami shows his face with his title, he gets booed. Nobody likes the gingerbread man. I'm done. Thoughts?
Trick fun, Sami logical.
Oh no! Why you got to do that to me, Primo? Why?
Because to the point of, why are you ripping a belt off someone you just took it from? You put it on. You could have just had fucking Carmelo in the match and made it a 3-way dance and involved Sami Zayn. So I think maybe Carmelo comes out and screws Trick because he's mad that he is not getting his shot, or that someone took his belt on a bullshit note. But to do that, I think you could have just had a 3-way dance and had the Zayn Melo match end with Trick interfering, no contest, and then you build. So I think to take it off Zayn now, as dumb as taking it off Melo was, is even stupider. So I'm going Sami.
Wow, man, that really. I thought we were gonna breeze past that one, but I guess not.
No, I mean Trick is the move. Trick is gonna be the fun one, but it's
yeah. Or like he just takes a deeper step into him pretending to be a good guy, and then like Zayn finally falls into being a bad guy. You know what I mean? Cheats to win.
Something.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, this is to do what you did, and then have Melo come out and be like, yeah, no one's happy about it, and everyone's like, yeah, no one's fucking happy about it. And to your point, every time Zayn's come out, he's gotten booed, so he's getting a reaction, which is what they want. They want the reaction.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and then we get the WWE Women's Championship match. We get Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. And you already know my thoughts since I mentioned it from the other card.
Yep. You're Rhea both sides.
Yes, sir.
I'm going Jade.
Oh,
I'm going Jade both. I think you have a opportunity here to solidify Jade as a champ. I also think you have a chance to use Beechin as help. You have a chance to have EO come out and then maybe kind of cost Rhea the match. And you start to see the rift between these two, who have been the greatest of friends since they were the best of rivals. So I think this is a chance once again to solidify Jade and be like, look, she won. Well, even if she got help, or it was, by luck, she won, and a chance to kind of start this Rhea EO thing, because you don't need a belt on that for that shit to be dope.
Yeah.
Jade right now needs that belt. It's what's keeping her relevant. So that's why I'm going Jade. Rhea fun, but I'm going Jade.
No, good call. I mean, I like the logical explanation behind that. That's pretty solid, man. I can't argue that. But now we get to the final match of the evening. We get the World Heavyweight Championship match between Roman and CM Punk. What are you thinking, man?
This is you. Oh no, I went first. No, but yeah, I was supposed to go first last one, but you just said what my picks are already.
Yeah.
Damn. This is the one that I'm really having the hardest time with. Like truly having the hardest time with. Fun is Punk, because I think he can now just start trashing Roman hardcore, and like, I beat you, you lazy motherfucker, like da da da, and then Roman can come back and like earn his stuff back. So Punk is there. Logical. I know that they love Roman Reigns, but I also know he misses a lot of time and stuff like that where Punk is there. I also think if you put the belt on Orton, you kind of got to keep the other belt on. I'm going to go Punk logical here too, even though Roman is their guy, because you need, I think Punk needs the belt right now more than Roman does right now. I'm not saying he needs it to be important as Roman does at any other point, but I'm saying right now, the fact that he has it, he was away for a while, he's come back, he's gotten everybody behind him now. I think it's Punk. But I mean, I'm going 51% to 49.
Wow.
Like this is the complete most biggest toss up of a match on this card, but I'm gonna go Punk.
Man. You know what? I'm just for fun, I'm gonna go the other way. I think we get a WrestleMania 20 situation where we get 2 new champions. I think Roman Reigns wins because people are behind him. People want him back. And maybe this could be the thing to keep him there. And then we could build the feud again going into SummerSlam or going into the next PLEs. And hot potato it. You know me, I'm a big fan of hot potatoing. So
yeah, you love a good hot potato.
Yeah, so let's go Roman logical and let's go Roman fun, because you want people to buy tickets, you want people to be happy. So, I think this is the way to do it. Give it to Reigns.
No.
Yeah.
No. I agree with you. I like I said, this was the toughest one for me to pick. So I could see them putting it on Reigns and being like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, so
Yeah, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, regardless, it's going to be an awesome week leading into WrestleMania. We have the notes, we got the information. At this point in time, Primo, let's go ahead and take this opportunity to thank all of our primos and primas, our listeners, for liking, subscribing, and watching and commentating. Man, we have been having so much fun. We keep seeing the Instagram numbers growing, the viewership on YouTube growing, the subscribers on YouTube growing, the visits to the website growing, and it's all thanks to all of you. If you guys ever want to reach back out to us and talk to us and give us suggestions, feedback, you want to get on the show, you want to start shooting some content, because we're going to start rolling out some segments now that I'll be on the field a little bit more. We got Javi as a correspondent. We're going to have just so much fun. We just did some awesome things at Shine tonight, Shine Women's Wrestling, and then we're going to do some stuff at WrestleCon, all these things, but it's just the beginning. We're scratching the surface. We're just going to keep going and going. And you can find all of this where, querido primo?
At primosforlife.com. When you get there, pick whichever platform you like to use. Hit the follow, like, subscribe, notifications, all of it. Just turn it on. Tell your friends. Tell someone who kind of likes wrestling. Fill them on in. And to Eddie's point, please come visit us. It's a great ride that we're on, and it's always much better when you're on it with us. So thank you all very, very much for taking the time to listen, like, and subscribe. We appreciate it and couldn't do it without you. That being said, we will see you when we see you. Let's go Mania.
Yeah, we will see you. We will see you when we see you. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.